Hi folks, I'm going to tie up a small simple baitfish pattern with Spectrum fibre from Pike Trek. This stuff is like really nice. What this does, I don't know if you can see the flash on camera, but there's like lots and lots of little flashes in there. So when that gets wet, that just looks like a little baitfish in the water, gives off lots of little flashes. Very mobile, great in the water. So I'm going to do a fly on a 6.0 long shank, so we'll stick that in. Like I say, it's really easy to tie this as well. You don't need any kind of skills to do this. So 6.0 hook, Spectrum flash from Pike Trek, a mono thread, and that's pretty much it. So we'll just lay a base of thread down like so. Okay, what I usually do now is just put a little bit of varnish on there. You can use glue if you like, because there's not a lot of material on this. You'll find that varnish will hold it all together on the hook. Okay, so first off, take a piece of Spectrum and just pull the ends to taper it, like so, and then fold that over, like so, and just place that just in front of where the hook point is. Like so. And that gives you your overall fly length. So, okay, simple as that. Next thing to do is quite simply a piece of bucktail, white in this case. So this is the one that's got these like red tips to it. So we take a piece, preferably towards the end because it kind of splays out kind of nice when you tie it on. Get some of the red bits in. And this is going to help with your overall shape, your baitfish. Okay, and I'm just going to get a tiny bit of glue here. Gorilla Glue is fantastic, available from most shops, but you don't need a lot because it expands. So if you put too much on, it just expands all over the place and it looks terrible. So you only need a little bit, and that stuff is actually bomb proof. Okay, so I'm holding the end of the bucktail and I'm just going to pull out any loose bits. Okay. Again, all you're doing with here is you're making kind of like a framework for the rest of the Spectrum flash to sit on. Okay, so place it on and then just kind of push it around like so, and then you can see that's starting to splay like so. Okay, and then get an old pen, aka hollow tie type, and just push that back like so. Just tie that off. So, and there you've got your framework to give you that body shape in the water. Nice little touch with the red. Again, you can use any colour of bucktail you want on that to give you a little bit of a contrast. But honestly, this fly in the water is brilliant. So what we do now, again, I'm going to put a little bit of gill flash in. So I take some angel hair, Angelina fibre, and what I'm going to do is just lightly dub it onto the thread, just like so. Okay. So take some spectrum flash. You don't need a huge lot, like so, and take a full length of this and cut it. Okay, and then you fold it in half, and you can see that's a good size for that. So what we're doing now is we're just going to pull the ends a bit just to taper it. And again with this fly you can tie it as big as you like, you know, it's quite easy to do. But I'm quite into my smaller flies just now. Okay, so that's tapered nicely. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that on there like that. Just gently push that around so it goes right around the hook, and then we're going to couple of wraps just to seal it. Okay, and then push it either side of the hook. Like so. Couple of wraps. Okay. Good. Now we get a little bit more. Okay, and I'm going to fold it again. So that's about half. But this time I'm going to cut this in half again, like so. Lay that to one side, and again you're left with a little piece like this. So taper that, like so. And you can see how much, there's maybe what, a couple of inches there at the front. Okay, and just tie that in with a couple of wraps, and then fold that back. A couple of wraps, and then turn the fly upside down. And again, same thing, just taper the ends, and that gives you that nice profile. And with this one we've got maybe the same, maybe an inch, couple of inches. Just a couple of wraps on there, fold it back. When you fold it back, just spread it to the side slightly and hold. Make sure you've got all the pieces. See, by holding it like that, you're spreading it down the side of the fly as well, and you keep that lovely even flash in the water. Okay, so there we go. Wrap that down, like so. And then I'm just going to tie that off. I still haven't learned how to use a whipping tool. Never needed to. Okay, cut that off. And a little bit of heat. So, a bit of varnish. Just clear on there. And then we go for the eyes. You can see that the red coming through there quite nicely. That does look really good in the water. Beautiful little fly. Okay, so eyes, I'm going to go with an 8mm plain red eye, again from Pike Trek. And really simply just, you can epoxy these on if you want, but you know, I just Gorilla Glue them. Like I say, this stuff is actually bomb proof, but you have to be careful because it does expand quite a lot, so don't put too much. Okay, just hold that on for a sec and push that down so the glue actually goes right into the materials as well. Okay, and one on the other side. that in. And there we pretty much have it. A beautiful little baitfish fly. Now the thing is with this, with the Gorilla Glue, it's not instant setting. So what I like to do, I'll tie a few of these up, and I'll keep them to hand on a fly tie on a dryer, and then I'll just keep pushing them in. Maybe every 5 minutes, just hold them in for a couple of seconds, and as the glue dries, you'll get that perfect shape. So you just keep pushing them in. Okay, and that's pretty much a beautiful little Spectrum Flash fly. Now, you can, these are, the Spectrum Flash takes a marker pen really, really well. And this is one I'd done earlier. So I've put like, again the same thing, it's got the bucktail with the red tips in there. The eyes obviously solid. I've put some yellow in there, I hope you can see that. I've put some orange underneath there, a bit of a gill flash, and I've just gone with some brown over the top. When that is wet, that creates a fantastic looking baitfish. It just looks like a small roach, you know, for the UK. It's really nice. Also, I've had some guys have actually, I've tied these before, Spectrum Flash flies, and guys have actually caught bass on these as well. The bass ones probably tend to be a little bit bigger. They tend to be maybe 7 inches, 6-7 inches long, whereas this is, if I can get my, that's about 5-6 inches. Again, cracking fly, and again lightweight as well. It sheds water on the back cast, but kind of retains its shape. You have the red flash underneath there. That actually is very prominent when that gets wet. I mean, it almost becomes invisible, but you get those little flashes come off it. It's a lovely material. I really enjoy tying with it. And again, with a Spectrum Flash, you can actually use it in other flies. You could replace it with a flash that you normally use. It's got a lot of different things you can do with that, and it does make some fantastic flies. Again, you don't have to use the bucktail. If you want a really thin profile, just leave the bucktail out and just go back to the step where you just fold it back. But a cracking little fly. Cheers, Pike.